Interpersonal communication, what is it, and what are some tips to get better at it? In this video, I'm going to give you a super simple definition of what interpersonal communication is, and I'm also going to give you 3 tips that you can use to get better at it. Here we go. My name is Drew, and I've had the opportunity to be connected with highly influential people throughout my career. I'm a communication, sales, and leadership trainer, and I put this stuff into practice every single day. And what I like to say is, if you have something to say, something to sell, or something big to do, you've got to increase your influence. If you find value in the content that you're receiving in these videos, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel so more people can find out about it. So interpersonal communication, what does it mean? Let me define it real quick. Interpersonal simply means of or existing between persons. So interpersonal communication is just a conversation, a communication between two people. Now, anyone who has had an argument with a significant other or a family member, you've made this statement or you've had it said to you. It's not what you said, it's how you said it. The funny thing is, that's not only true, it's actually research-based as well. A study done at UCLA in the psychology department found that there are 3 basic elements to communication. There's tone of voice, body language, and then the words that we say. What's interesting about this study is it found that 55% of what is communicated is in our body language, in our facial expressions. Another 38% is in our tone of voice, and only 7% of what we communicate to other people are the words that we said. So here are 3 tips on how you can up your skills in the area of interpersonal communication. Tip number 1, people cannot hear you until they've been heard. What I mean by this is, if you want to increase your ability to communicate with other people, first listen to what they're saying. Allow them the opportunity to speak. This will work great in your marriage, it'll work great with your kids, and it'll work great in the workplace. So let me give you an example. Let's say that you want to go to your boss and you want to share this fantastic idea you have that's going to revolutionize the business. If you want to have the greatest opportunity to communicate this well and have your idea received, then what you need to do is you need to answer all of your boss's questions and listen to everything that he says or she says first, and then respond or give your idea at the end. Hear them out first and then present your idea once you've answered all of their questions. People cannot hear you until they've been heard. Tip number 2, practice the platinum rule. The golden rule is treat people how you want to be treated, but the platinum rule is treat people how they want to be treated. So you can increase your ability and your success rate in interpersonal communication by talking to people the way that they want to be spoken to. If they are a results-oriented person, then give them the bottom line results. That'll increase your communication effectiveness. If they are a relational person, or they like to kind of talk about what's fun and what's going on in life and what's happening outside of work before they get into the details of work, or they like to be asked how their day is going, you're going to increase your ability to effectively communicate with them if you ask them how their day is going before you go into what you need from them. I have further training on this, absolutely free, and I have the card right here above where you can look at the 360 communicator, full training on there, absolutely free. Go to that video, find out more about it. The overarching idea, though, is the platinum rule. Treat people how they want to be treated. Tip number 3 on interpersonal communication, and this is maybe more for the leaders that are listening in. Whenever you have conflict with a person, use the plus minus plus rule. So what is this? What this means is, if you have to write up a person or reprimand a person for a certain attitude or action that they took, you want to use the plus minus plus. The plus being determine something that they're good at. So let me give you a scenario to illustrate the plus minus plus rule. Let's say you have an employee named Jim. Now Jim, he's showing up late and he's showed up late 3 times and now it's time to write him up. But the thing about Jim is that whenever he's at work, like, he's the best person to be around. He's got a positive attitude, he has a positive outlook on life, but he just is having this issue with showing up late. So what you do is you bring Jim in the office, say, Jim, hey, I need to talk to you about something real quick. And before we get into it, though, I do want to share with you that your attitude is really contagious. You have a positive attitude, and I've noticed it, your fellow coworkers have noticed it, and it's really contagious around here. So thank you so much for doing that. Now, one thing I do have to share with you is that you've shown up late 3 times in a row. And you know what the handbook says, if you show up late 3 times in a row, we have to write you up.
Okay, so here's the write-up. Go ahead and sign here. But what I want to tell you before you leave, because I want you to know that your positive attitude is great, and what I believe about you is that you can overcome this area of being late. And I just want to share with you, if you overcome this area of being late, you have such a great attitude at work that I believe in the coming months, you have a serious opportunity to be Employee of the Month. So I just want to share that with you. I want to let you know that we believe in you, and we really like having you on the team. All right, go have a great day. So that's the plus minus plus rule. That's a simple way that you can share a conflict, a challenge area with an employee, and you can, on bookends, you can have a positive thing about them. This really changes how they come into the office, and it's much better in communication than just bringing them in, giving them the write-up, sending them out. Quick question for you. I want to know what you want to know about communication. Go ahead and let me know in the comments below, and this will help me create future videos on communication. So I thank you, and remember, increase your influence, realize your dream. And how do that you can use to up your skills? Why is this so hard?